Good day, class. Our topic for today is all about the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic on the perceptions and the behaviors of individuals. During the coronavirus disease 2019 have created a global health crisis that caused a deep impact on the way we perceive our world and our everyday lives. By behaviors, I mean some people are still not following the protocols that were implemented in order for us to be safe. Some just can't handle the itch to go out and bond with friends even though it's not allowed. So class, can you give me other impacts of this pandemic towards our perceptions in life?
Mom, others are going to public places without following the social distancing rule. They just don't really care. While our president is working very hard, even sacrificing his own health just to solve this problem, and most of us are still not obeying. This goes to show that we are not understanding and looking at the bigger picture. The efforts of the government are just being wasted because of our hard-headedness.
And we are even complaining on why the curve is not flattening when the reason is clearly obvious. We are just making things harder by not following the protocols. So please, just do what we are being told and be a help, not a nuisance.
Of other impacts are found in this pandemic and have caused many realizations, especially situations that will result into a veracity of learning. Right now, we need to adapt to online learning so that we can continue our studies. Even though we are facing this pandemic, we need to continue our studies not just for ourselves, but also for the good of our nation.
I also realized, Ma'am, based on my experience, that before this pandemic, we do not appreciate someone's presence that we meet at the street, and we don't even say a word. But now, there are greetings, inspirational messages from the media that encourages us that this pandemic will soon be gone and we can live life freely, better and normal again. I feel as though COVID-19 has caused a seismic tear around the world, our life has indeed changed. Everything has changed, like how we should continue our education. That would be all, ma'am. Ma'am, for me, all the things that we usually do are slightly avoided. We can confidently talk or interact with each other because of the fear of being infected by the virus. Social distancing, wearing face masks, and many other protocols are very new to us before the pandemic, but are now a part of our everyday lives. We are expected to follow safety protocols every time we go outside our house, and if possible, we must stay at home.
As what's currently happening, we students need to study through online, even though it's hard because of the problem in internet connection. We still need to secure our future, continue what we started because it doesn't matter what challenges we may encounter. A virus will not stop us. We must overcome it, and for that to happen, we must stay healthy. We felt so much pressure as we go through different problems in life. Online class hit our pride as we face a very stressful way of learning. But we need to keep on fighting as we are the future of our own life. The one who made our way to be successful someday. COVID-19 ruined important events in our life. It changed the life we used to live yesterday, but it won't never stop us to stay positive and never let the pressure we felt today, the hardships, to be wasted.
The COVID-19 pandemic has completely changed our lives. Take something as fundamental as our experiences of space. Our mobility has become severely restricted, reduced to jogs or walks a few kilometers around our homes. Even our future plans and also about our studies has completely changed. I had to temporarily change school because my parents couldn't risk my health in the city. Perhaps less obviously, the lockdown has also affected our experiences of time. Current crisis, like many others, could be seen to deprive us of our ability to structure, manage, and manipulate our experience of time. For example, Many of us have already lost track of time, wondering which day of the week it is. It feels a bit as if time has come to a standstill. The most important feature of our experiences of time during crisis is the feeling of being stuck in the present combined with the inability to plan ahead. We currently don't know when we can see our loved ones again, or when we can go on a holiday. More severely, many of us don't know when we will go back to our daily normal lives without fear. So how do we cope? I argue that this crisis has prompted us to be more creative with our relations to time. We speed up and slow down, bend and restructure time in many different ways. Corona time, in fact, consists of many different times, such as the time of lockdown, quarantine time, home office, or school time. We have learned to inhabit these new presents. These lessons are deeply personal and differ in each household. Still, they speak of an experience shared worldwide. Now is the time to think ahead about how life should look like in the post-COVID-19. We need to trick time further than for our personal households. Although a vaccine or proper treatment for COVID-19 is still not in sight, we have to try to shake the feeling of being trapped in the present. We now need to engage with the emerging politics of time, which will determine our near future. Our experiences of Corona time has given us a training in temporal thoughts and flexibility. Humanity will weather this crisis, but there are others ahead. Perhaps then, it will be comforting to know that we can and must trick time and plan for the future even when we feel stuck in the present.
Indeed, your generalizations are correct. It was all in line with our topic for today. But let me just remind you, everyone, that all these scenarios happen to our lives stand for a purpose. If we will just believe and conceive with all the positivity, and we all be healed as one.